Hi, I'm Spencer. Spencer Laux here with the Cubs fantasy broadcast show. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Welcome back, Cubs fantasy broadcast thing. I was just gonna post another thing on Twitter because I might break this porcelain figurine of Mark McGwire if a bunch of people vote and want me to do it. If other people want to preserve history of the Bash brother, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just seeing what people think. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. The Cubs, though, are going to play the Nationals. Here, we'll even put them. Oh, you can't see them. If I had a little pillar to put him on, but I'm not putting him on a pedestal, that Mark McGwire, just because he helped save baseball once, while simultaneously cheating it. Kyle Hendricks is going to play for the Cubs against Joe Ross. Stark differences in their ERAs and win records, as Kyle Hendricks is undefeated and Joe Ross is undewinned. He has no wins. He's underwinning. All right, here we go. Cubs versus the Nationals. Kyle Hendricks pitching. I'm excited about that. Chris Bryant is going to be the leadoff man, as is our way this year. We're going to also, Nico Horner hasn't been doing that great. No, hold on, that's a right-handed pitcher. So we're gonna have Chris Bryant leading off. We're gonna have Anthony Rizzo in the 2-hole. We're gonna have Kyle Schwarber could use a day off. Let's maybe put, is Bodie outfield eligible? Yeah, we'll put Bodie in the outfield. Bodie's been doing pretty well, and we'll put Hayward in the 3 spot. We'll put Bodie behind Wilson. Or no, we'll put Baez behind Contreras. As Contreras is on fire. Contreras is, look at those. 10 home runs in 65 at-bats. That's bonkers. With 21 RBI with a 431 average. So that's why he's batting cleanup, for those of y'all wondering. Check and see if the figure is worth anything. It's interesting that Javier Baez has not been able to handle right-handed pitching while this season. We will replace that with Nico Horner then, I guess. And then I also am going to... Oh, I didn't see Ian Happ then. We'll put Ian Happ there. I know we'll put Bodie there. Ian Happ. I don't think it's worth very much, Brady. I think... hold on, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure... all that stuff, like, that would have been worth a lot. It's crazy that the steroid era basically made, for Bonds and McGwire, stuff that was worth a lot is not worth much of anything. Kind of crazy. I understand why, but it's kind of crazy. Mark McGwire figurine A's. I'm searching the Mark McGwire figurine A's. $21. This is used on eBay, and this one looks better than mine too. Let's see here. Trying to find the exact one. Joe Ross is coming up with an 0-3 record, a near 7 ERA, 11 innings pitched, a whip near 2. His strikeouts are good. That's about the only positive thing I can say for him. Oh, here's an exact one. Yeah, $17.99 Sports Impressions. So unless someone wants to, or if people want to Venmo me to save it, that's fine too. I mean, I'll break it for $17.99. I'll also save it for more. That's what I should do, is get a bidding war going. Get some Cardinals fans in here. Get some non-Cardinals and A's fans in here. But here comes Chris Bryant. This is the leadoff man. Oh, and right away, he knocks it to first base. Joe Ross.
the first base.
Having a great day thus far.
Anthony Rizzo.
What do you think about that, Abraham Lincoln, Cubs fan? I love it. I'm trying to decide. Oh, no. Shit. Don't pay attention to that. I need to get better tape for Abraham Lincoln's hat. Shit. You didn't see it, so I don't know if that makes it more funny. It was funny that I dropped the thing. That would be the worst if I accidentally. Let's just move the Mark McGwire statuette away from where I could accidentally break it. Off screen too. Golly. But yeah, and also, I don't even know why I was given that one. Like, Ryan got a smash that. I think that might get some people watching if I smash that Bash brother with a fucking hammer. Because my parents got my brother Kirby Puckett, his favorite player, and then for some reason I got a Mark McGwire, which was one of Ryan's other players he liked, I think. I don't think I have a Ryan Sandberg or Mark Grace one anywhere. I'm not complaining. It was a weird, I don't know why or when we got them. All I know is Ryan is a Kirby Puckett, and I don't have any Cubs ones like that. Umpires today, Rick Holiday, Daryl Parker, Matthew Ross, and Dave Lawrence. Just long enough for me to read them off, not long enough for anyone to care, because who cares? Who cares about the umpires? Maybe I'll piece by piece smash the Smash Brother like a serial killer, but with a porcelain statuette. I'll break off little pieces of the statue and just send them to people randomly, so they'll just not know what, and they won't know what it is, because it's like, what? A piece of a porcelain bat? 2 down as Anthony Rizzo, I think, struck out. Like I said, the one, I mean, I can only imagine, if Joe Ross didn't have his strikeouts going, he'd be doing even worse, if you can imagine, with that ERA. All right, 1-2 count. And away we go. To Jason Hayward. This is probably one of the first times I put him in the 3-hole. And that's what I get for it. I feel like and in real life too, I feel like he started hitting better once he was way down in the order. I feel once the pressure was taken off of him offensively is when he's done his best. Now I know better than to give him a prominent role. I should have put David Bodie in there. Should put the boat in. Boatman. Here comes Kyle Hendricks. 3 starts, 2-0 with a 1.8 ERA, 20 innings pitched, a .95 whip, 4 walks, 14 strikeouts. The only thing you can say is you can't get mad at the numbers. Like, if someone's numbers are all really good except their strikeouts don't matter anymore, because look at all the other numbers. I will say, obviously, if you have a lot of strikeouts, then that definitely helps. But look at, I mean, Joe Ross's ERA is near 7, and he has more than a strikeout per inning. Kyle Hendricks has, I don't know what it is, it was 14 strikeouts in like 20 innings. Like, you know, that's 7, less than 7, or well, a little over 7 strikeouts an inning, right? Shit. Oh my. David Bodie in the outfield. His first start in the outfield making me look real dumb right off the bat for putting him there. As that most definitely should have been caught. Perhaps I should have put Albert Almora somewhere in the outfield as he would have caught that. Well, 1 up, 1 air for the Cubs. Oh. And Hendricks just grooves that curveball right down the middle. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
So Brady, oh no, not Brady, says smash that, smash brother, smash that, smash brother. What does everyone else think? Oh, pass ball. Is anyone else there yet? I don't know. He has such a little, look at that face. I'd have trouble. Oof.
Nope, outside.
Look at his little innocent face. Oops. Oh wait, where's the... Oh, turns 1, turns 2. Hard to, I don't know where the actual. I don't understand where the actual cameras are. It's like 2 of them. I'm sorry. His face is very innocent looking though. Like he looks like he's wearing eyeliner. All right, here we go. Juan Soto, an amazing player, future perennial All-Star and MVP candidate if he keeps playing the way he's playing, as he's literally 21 years old. 4 for 8 with a double against Kyle Hendricks. And he grounds out to Hendricks, and Hendricks gets past David Bodie's poor fielding to throw less than 10 pitches in the inning, and he's out of it. Up next, the hottest hitter on the team, Contreras, and then Happ, I think, and then, I don't know, someone who isn't as good as they are. It's probably Corner after that, or Baez, or no, Baez took Baez out, so maybe Horner. But Contreras has just been swinging the bat good. He's batting over 400. He leads the league in home run, or leads the team in home runs. I would assume he's got to be close to leading the league in home runs. But even when he gets an out, like that was a hard hit ball. Like even when he's getting out, he's like, I can't complain about that. I just saw Castellanos has 9 home runs. It would have been interesting if the Cubs would have re-signed him. All right, David Bodie's up. Yeah, he made an error earlier. Can he redeem himself here?
Ball, that's inside.
So far so okay-ish.
Inside.
2-0. Got a way to be selective, Bodie. Bodie. Ooh, David Bodie says sorry about that drop earlier that didn't affect the game. How about I do a solo home run? Donger alert. Ding dong donger. I need to get an alarm. I was going to order one from Amazon, but it was probably going to get here in the time that real baseball would start. So I haven't. But David Bodie with a solo donger for his 3rd donger on the year. Donger, donger, donger. See you later, ball. He's earning that 106 mile per hour, 0.7 mile per hour exit velocity. Whew. Okay, up next, Ian Happ, switch hitter. A couple games ago, Ian Happ had home runs from both sides of the plate. There he cranks one but foul. Which is somewhat rare. It actually isn't as rare as I thought it was. I started looking back. I didn't realize... I thought switch hitters were becoming more common nowadays, but it appears like they've been were around more than I thought they were. Mickey Mantle did it a bunch of times, and there's been a handful of people that have done it. Like Carlos Santana's done it at least 4 or 5 times. A couple other people have done it a surprising amount of times. Jose Ramirez. All right. Happ takes it on the inside. 2-2 pitch to Ian Happ with 1 out. Here we go. Ian Happ strikes out. Nuts. But up is Nico Horner, substituting for Javier Baez. Javier Baez has had trouble against lefties this season, is what the computer said. I was looking for an excuse to give Horner the chance to maybe start hitting. I feel like he started out the year pretty okay and has fallen off lately. So let's see if he can't do better here. Foul ball! So saith the umpire. Brady, are you still there? Oh! Can he run it out? It's going to be close. I think he got there. He does. 73 speed for Nico Horner. That's interesting. I didn't think he was that fast. I wonder if your speed changes if you're more fresh, or if you're hotter and stuff like that. I wonder if it's one of those. I don't know if your stats change based upon how well or bad you're doing. You missed a donger, School Frog. David Bodie had an error in left field. First and of the game, the first batter of the game, or well, the first Nationals batter of the game. But then he came back in the second inning and hit a donger. Yeah, you have to watch the YouTube video. Ooh, are they gonna say what? No! A very like an umpire trying to look cool, being like, nah, he's good. He's good. He don't swing there. He's good. He did swing there, however. Jason Kipnis. Like I said, he's been hitting the doubles. He's got a mediocre average, but it seems like when he has been hitting, they've been doubles. It'd be nice if he hit a home run here or something. It'd be real nice to get the pitcher up. I'd rather end the inning with the pitcher than start the inning with the pitcher hitting. Wow, and Horner steals second. Nicely done, Horner. He says, you know what? The infield single was kind of was showing off my wheels, but how about I steal second, too? And we said, okay. That sounds good. 2-2 now to Jason Kipnis. Is Brady not there, or is he just not listening? Oh, maybe that ball. Oh, he's not there. That's why. All right, 3-2 count to Jason Kipnis. Jason Kipnis makes contact. It's gonna be deepish, but will it go deep enough? Oh, it is! A diving can't try for it, but he can't get it. So Jason Kipnis, like I was saying, when he gets a hit, it's been tending to be a double. Oh no, and that's gonna bring out the manager for a mound visit. They're not gonna take him out, but they're gonna say, "What the fuck are you doing, Joe? Get people out more, or else we'll have you not be in the game," is what the umpire's saying. And he says, "Yeah, I know." So Kyle Hendricks is up, the pitcher, who actually, I think he might have 1 or 2 RBI and or runs on the year. Oh! Takes a swang at it. Pretty far hit for a pitcher, but foul on the line. So yeah, he has 1 RBI. He might have a run too. I feel like he's maybe has a run, but he's at. And his OBP was higher too, so it means he's either taking maybe a walk or. Oof, he is ahead of it. He's ahead of them pitches here. I'm guessing this will be strike 3 or ball 1, is my guess on this next pitch. Oh, or a contact, some contact. And he almost runs it out, but not quite. Up next, Thames. I always forget if it's Thames or Thames. It's like the river Thames. Thames, right? Like there's almost an H, but not for when how you pronounce it. Thames. Let's see. Thames River pronunciation. Here we go. What is it here? I think it's Thames. Thames. Like Smittick. Where you don't say Smithwick, you say Smittick. I don't know. We'll see! Eric Thames, built like a professional wrestler. 2-1 to him thus far. Ooh, 2-2 to Thames. 2-2 to Thames. Here's the 2-2 to Thames. And Kyle Hendricks. Ooh, and Thames swings on it, puts it, a jolt into it. It's gonna be off the wall. He's gonna have a double here. David Bodie gets it in as best he can. Good. Good. Did they correct you when you said it? Or were they just like, ugh? Because it happens a lot. I often correct people when they say that, like I'm better than them, as opposed to just being an alcoholic who also didn't know how it's pronounced the first time. Sorry, I'm heating up coffee and eating a croissant. Croissant.
I got to count 0 and 2.
Wow.
Bang.
Nice.
Batting fifth. The shortstop, Darling.
Croissant. A croissant. Is it rude of me to eat croissant while twitching? I'm not sure on Twitch etiquette. There are some people into that. I don't know. Strike one to Castro. Castro is 5 for 12 against Hendricks.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, they're not gonna. I figured the catcher would have been like, "There you go." Apparently not.
That's the ball.
Well, 2-1 to Starlin Castro. Ooh, and it's gonna be an out number 2. I can do that.
The third baseman, Drupal.
Hey, Drupal Cabrera. I mean, his numbers look great. Like I said, I don't think he was supposed to be the starter, and he started every game. So, I thought at best he'd be platooning. All right, on the ground, and they get him out. Kyle Hendricks gets out of the jam. I'm going to get my coffee.
Leading off the top, the third baseman,
Chris Bryant's up. Here we go, Chris Bryant. Takes the ball low. I just got Dunkin' Donuts coffee. French vanilla. It's good. I was drinking like Folgers regular can bullshit. And I was like, I almost re-got like it was $6.99 for the Dunkin' Donuts thing. Or the package. And I almost got the $2.99 one. And I was just like, when it comes down to it, you're gonna get like 100 cups of coffee. Would you rather pay like 10 cents a cup of coffee or 20 cents a cup of coffee or whatever? I know those numbers don't add up correctly, but I was just like, just fucking splurge, little baby. This coffee's too hot. I heated it too much. Oh, Bryant! Oh, can he Too many words get stuck in my brain trying to come out my mouth sometimes. Yeah, Washington is in the cellar. Dang, and they're by a lot currently, as Philadelphia has the lead. Bryce Harper is laughing, ha 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 ha, even though he doesn't have a World Series ring, so they'll laugh right back at him, ha 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 ha. Bryce. Also, his name's Bryce. Anyway, Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 8 in the series with a home run and 3 RBI. Strikeout first. I doubt he's going to strike out this time. Very rarely do you see Rizzo strike out back-to-back, I believe. I'm not saying he's going to get a hit or nothing. I'm just saying. Here we go. Anthony Rizzo. Strike 2. Maybe he will strike out. I don't know. I'm just saying. Who knows? Who knows? Nice eye.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Whew. Hot copy. Oh, wow. He strikes out. I shouldn't say things like that. I lead. Whenever I set things up like that, where I was like, he doesn't ever strike out twice in a row. Mark Pryor and Kerry Wood never lose back-to-back games. You'll remember that, right? All right, Jason Hayward, who struck out earlier, disappointing in the 3 spot. Takes 1 outside. And he makes very weak contact. Oh! And an awkward-looking play, to say the least, but it results in an out.
Leading off for Washington, the first baseman.
All right, here comes Jan Gomes.
Go!
Hello, my name is Jan Gomes. That sounds very, like, Swedish, right? I'm guessing he's not Swedish, but Hello, my name is Jan Gomes. I play baseball.
Ball in.
As long as the Swedish chef is still a thing, you can say that you can talk less offensively than the Swedish chef towards Swedish people. Here goes the 1-2 from Hendricks to the old Jan Gomes. High heat. Heat is relative, as 88 miles per hour is not a very fast pitch for a professional baseball player. But for a human being, very fast. I'm guessing I would maybe top out around 65. Oh! 2-2 pitch. Oof. He's hanging in there. Hendricks isn't happy about this at-bat's taking too many pitches. It's messing with efficiency, as he's an economics degree from Dartmouth. He's the kind of guy you want to take home to mom, right? You say, Mom, this is my fiance Kyle. He has an Ivy League degree in economics and he plays baseball. He almost won the Cy Young once. Strike 3. If he would have had one or two really good starts and went under sub-2 ERA, he probably would have won the Cy Young. I'm going to message my friend Terry.
Counts 1-0.
I'm going to tell him to watch the stream. He's a big Cubs fan. Sorry, I'm asking you if you would have thought. Ooh, ground ball to first. Rizzo has it.
Now back, second baseman, Howie Hendricks.
All right, Howie Kendrick is up. He's, like I said, he's batting very well, or he was. The kind of numbers that you were thinking he was going to put up like 6 years ago. He's apparently matured into the hitter everyone thought he was going to be. As back in the day, people thought he was going to maybe win some batting titles.
Nope. That's inside.
Which has not been the case so far in his career. He's probably like 30... I'll say 33. Ooh, down the line. Will it stay fair? It does not. I knew it wasn't going to. I just wanted to keep you guys... Oh, Jesus, he's 36. Yeah, he's probably not going to win any batting titles now. Not at 36. Yikes. Or 30. Is he at 35 a little bit? Yeah, he's 36. Well, still putting up decent numbers. I guess gosh, how long when did he come into when did he start playing? Am I just that old where he actually has played a bunch more? I guess he has a bunch of at bats. He started into wow, he was playing. I guess he got some at bats in 2006. Started to get in 2007. He was playing like half the games for 3 years, and then 2009, 2010 started playing. 2010 is when he got 158 games and started playing most of the time.
Count is 2-1.
His lifetime batting average is 294, so that's still pretty good. But they thought he was going to be hitting. Let's see, better. They thought he was going to be hitting better. I guess in 2017 he hit over 300, maybe.
I got to count.
He had like 315 with a 361. And his lifetime on base percentage is 337, which is okay. Oh, it's in the corner. It's caught. I was like, in the gap of car. It's in the gap of car. Nice play. Was that Thames? I wasn't... Like I said, his nickname in Korea was God. It was in Korean, so it wasn't God, but it translates to God. That tells you how good he was in Korea.
Nope.
Ooh, outside David Bodie. You remember him from fucking Dongerville, his first at bat. Let's see if he can replicate that. Ooh, a little low to go to Dongsville. By the way, if anyone's watching and you think anyone, feel free to send the link to the streaming if there's anyone who's jonesing for baseball, or they think it's funny, or whatever. If you think people are bored enough where they, especially on a weekend day, like tonight and tomorrow will be Max Scherzer versus Yu Darvish. So I'm expecting that to be interesting, if nothing else, because those are both, Max Scherzer's won the Cy Young 2 out of the last 3 or 4 years. Strike 3 on Bodie, but he already has a home run, so I'll take it.
The center fielder, Ian Happ.
Now Ian Happ's up. But yeah, we'll see if it'd be cool to get more followers. It's just for fun, mostly. I like talking to people, to my friends on the phone, and having a reason to kind of joke around with them. We might give Gerald a call here in a little bit. We might give Brady a call in a little bit. Ian Happ knocks it down the line, but fouled, thankfully, because that would have been an out. So 0-2 count to Ian Happ with pitch 58 coming through from Joe Ross. I think Joe Ross maybe has about 2 innings left in him. If he can get through the 6th, that would actually be pretty good, because he doesn't look... Oof. I mean, like I said, his K numbers have been good. I'm going to turn off my air conditioning, as my nipples are hard, but not in a fun way. It's a little too nippy, a little too cold, a little too cold. I know I'm doing my Paul Lynde voice. It's too cold for me, Charlotte. Strike! I've been going back and forth between my heat and AC almost every other day. I like to have my between 68 and 72, somewhere between there. Generally around 70 is what I like it. But I had my heat on at early. I think it was 70 or 71 or 2 degrees, and I turned it down to 68 or 69 because I thought it would keep me like, Also, I live on the top floor, so all the heat from all the other buildings or all the other places come to my into where I am. So it's really weird because in the winter I don't have to put my heat on that much. Sure, you could call it a penthouse. I wouldn't if I were to show you my camera. I mean, it's okay, but I'm really messy, so it looks not okay. I wouldn't call it a penthouse. Like, Penthouse Magazine is way classier than I mean, and Penthouse Magazine is great. Thanks, Penthouse. If Penthouse wants to be a sponsor, I would totally take a Penthouse sponsorship. Dear Penthouse Magazine, I never thought I'd be twitching one of these live streams.
That's all, Cap.
but give me money or free penthouse. I mean, I'm in quarantine, penthouse. Just send me them penthouses, penthouse. I gotta tell you, I'm enjoying this vanilla, French vanilla coffee or whatever way more than the other coffee that I had. That was just like, well, it wasn't even generic. It was like Maxwell House, just like, here it is in a can. A lot of those old brands, they just have had, like, just like, you know, when people start drinking coffee when they're like, you know, people start 1971 started drinking Maxwell House or whatever, and that's what they drink. There's a bunch of 80-year-old people still drinking Maxwell House. So some brand loyalty, maybe? I don't know. Strike 2 from Kyle Hendricks. Wow, he's thrown 41 strikes as opposed to only 15 balls. That is a very high ratio of strikes. He's got great control. Yeah, that's why he's so good. When, like I said, he's not a strikeout pitcher. These fancy man, blue Jamaican. Okay, I'm open to it. Here's the thing about I like coffee more just because it's low calorie. It kind of gives me a little bit of energy, but I like water it down. 3-2. I water it down a bunch. Like when I make a pot of coffee, I put half of it hot water in the cup and then half in the thing. Because strike 3! That's out of the inning. Because I like nice and mellow. A lot of people don't know, because I like the darker roasts. Because darker roasts actually have less caffeine in them. Because when they're darker roasts, they get burnt more and the caffeine gets burnt out of them. People don't realize when they think light, they think, oh, light, I'll have a nice light, blah, blah, blah. Light stuff actually usually has more caffeine in it than dark roast. Strike 1 to Nico Horner. All right. Nico Horner pops it up. It's going to probably be caught. Yeah. Center fielder gets on under it. Out, number 1.
Now batting. The second base.
Jason Kipnis, the double. Well, they call him the Deuce because some people think he's shitty, but also because he hits a lot of doubles. No, I'm just kidding. He's done great. He's done okay this year. I was fairly... I don't want to say apathetic. I'd say I'm ambivalent towards the signing. I wanted to give Nico Horner a chance at second base to start the year. But also, Nico Horner hasn't played in AAA at all. He skipped AAA completely when they needed him and performed admirably. But even then, you maybe want to give a player some more season. I mean, even Happ was in the minors most of last year. 3-0 to Jason Kipnis, which isn't necessarily a dumb move to set up the double play with the pitcher coming up. That being said, presumably Kyle Hendricks is going to bunt Kipnis over to second if you do walk him intentionally.
Nope. Ball 4.
Ball 4. So Kipnis goes to first. Kyle Hendricks will be coming up to bat and presumably be bunting Kipnis over to second base. So we'll see. But that's what I would, 9 times out of 10. I mean, Chris, want to have one of your best hitters come up with a man on second would be preferable. Yeah. You don't, because the worst thing you could do, oh, wow. Did they get, okay, it did tag him. Wow, he almost went to second with it, or almost threw it to the first baseman. Because some people would have the pitcher bat there. But the worst thing that you could do there is have the pitcher hit into like an ending inning double play. You'd much rather have a guy like Chris Bryant come up, especially with the runner in scoring position. His power hasn't been there, but the average on base percentage has been. So I think he only has two or three home runs, which, like I said, and he's batting .313 with runners in scoring position, which is nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, it's lower than his regular average this year, but that just shows he's been pretty good. And it pops it up. It looks like it's going to be fairly easy. He hit it far, but he hit it really high, so it made it easy to catch it. That's your science today with me. I'm Spencer. I'll be right back. I'm going to put socks on and maybe make more coffee.
Leading up for the Nationals, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Ooh, another homemade coffee tip. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I've been doing it. Is I've been putting a little bit of cinnamon in with the coffee mix. Oh wow, there's longer of a delay this time. Kurt Suzuki is up. Wow, there's a huge delay today. Strangely. Usually there's not this much of a delay. Kyle Hendricks throwing. Because if you notice, if you see me just staring off from the computer, it's because I'm waiting to see how long the lag is from how long I was gone. So yeah. But 1-2 pitch to from Kyle Hendricks to somebody. Strike three, doesn't matter. Kurt Suzuki. Take a seat, Suzuki.
Now batting, the shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro up once again. Ex-Cub. He might still have the record for a Cubs debut. Ooh, for RBI by a Cub. Let's see here. I think he had 7 RBI in his first game. Yeah. Castro's a 4-time MLB All-Star and holds the record for most runs batted in an MLB debut. I think it was 7. 6. Yes. The most triple. Yeah, 6 RBI in his debut with the Cubs. All right, 1-0 with 1 out and 1 person on first.
Outside, that's the ball.
And it's Castro. So Castro might try and steal. Castro still's got some wheels on him, probably. And perhaps something to prove against his former team. It's up. Can Rizzo get to it? I think he can. Oh, and he makes the catch, and then he sees he's going to maybe try and bait Castro into going in a second, but he doesn't. So 2 outs and Yan Gomes coming to the plate here. Strikeout in the 3rd inning. Gomes is a real good average for the year. 321. Ooh, could have went either way. It looked like a strike to me. Looked like it broke that K zone. Like it was on that K zone. Grounder but foul. One and 1 pitch. Strike 2. I said 2 like I was going to either stop talking completely or continue. Strike. Ball 2. Sorry, I'm rambling sometimes. 2-2 pitch. Oh, strike 3. Kyle Hendricks looking pretty good today. Yeah. They said, hey, Kyle Hendricks did that again. So far, shutting out the Nationals, giving up 3 hits. The Cubs also have 3 hits, but have 2 runs to accompany them. So that's good. In comes old Anthony Rizzo. Come on, Anthony. Tony. I've been rewatching a lot of Sopranos. Okay, so he struck out twice. And I know I said earlier he rarely strikes out 2 times in a row, but he certainly doesn't strike out 3 times in a row. He learned it stays fair. It's gone and it does! Solo home run, Anthony Rizzo learned from his earlier mistakes and cranks it. Donger time. Get out the donger sirens, everyone, because that's a donger. Touch them all, Anthony Rizzo. This one's for you. Nicely done, sir. He just turned on that one. Woo! Does a little bat drop, hits it far enough where he knows if it stays fair, it's gone. 394 in the corner. Yeah, pretty much a line drive. That's a sweet. Oh, and he says, let's get the wrist out. And by wrist, he means new pitcher that has a right arm that's right-handed. He says it's time for a right-handed pitcher. I didn't know. Just said right-handed pitcher. Time. Right-handed pitcher is what he was saying. Tanner Rainey. Hey, guess whose ERA is higher than Joe Ross's? Tanner Rainey. Although after today, okay, that's probably coming.
Ball 1, no strike.
But Jason Hayward comes into the plate with so far a less than spectacular day at it. The plate, that is. But he's 1-0 to Tanner Rainey. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here we go. 1-1 to Jason Hayward. Ooh.
The count is 1 and
Like
2.
a hole in his swing right now. It's 1-2 to Jason Hayward. Tanner Rainey's throwing some heat, throwing high 90 miles per hour. 98. Ooh, Hayward chases one inside and high. Might have been called a strike, but it's an out anyway. All right, Wilson Contreras 0 for 2, which has brought his average all the way down to 418. Like I said, I'm surprised when he doesn't hit a home run or get like a double lately, because he's just been killing it. Like, oof. Swung through that one though. Definitely swung through that one. Oh, 1 to Wilson. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like I said, he's due for regression. You can't bat over 400 the whole year. You're probably not going to. Yeah. Yeah.
Now back left field.
David Bodie. Remember this from the second inning? That donger that started the Cubs to giving them the lead after less than 10 minutes after committing a real dumb boner of an error in left field. He says, you know what else I can do to left field? Send a donger out into the stands, and he did. And David Bodie makes good contact. It's very misjudged by the left fielder. It's gonna be gone again. David Bodie. David. I haven't seen Schitt's Creek, but I know everyone does. But David. So yeah, donger, double donger. Bodie says, you know, so he says, waiter, I'd like to order a donger. And then when the waiter leaves, he goes, oh, no, make that a double. No chaser, because I don't need to run very fast, because it's a donger, and I can take my speed slowly as I want to.
Center fielder, number 8.
Nicely done, David Bodie. Like I said, he's really making that air from the first inning more and more insignificant than it already was. Here's Ian Happ. 2-0. Strike one. Not a bad take, though, as that was high and outside. I mean, it was still strike, but it was... He could do better. He could do better. 3-1 to Ian Happ with Nico Horner on deck. It'd be nice if Nico Horner had someone on base to hit. As his average is not being great, so perhaps they'll be forced to give him some strikes. 99 mile per hour, but it's a ball, so it doesn't matter. So here we go.
Number 2, shortstop, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner, I guess he had a single earlier. Yeah, he had an infield single and a stolen base and a run. So, yeah, he's actually had a pretty good day so far. But he could make it better.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Two and 0 to Nico Horner. Then the way I just said it was like a mixture of the Horner. Strike one, 2-1. It's good they're getting through the Washington bullpen now. I was hoping Doolittle would come out at some point, but perhaps they're reserving him for Max Scherzer tomorrow. Ooh, it's another infield. Can he? Safe there. Okay. He was off the bag. Base hit. So another infield hit for Nico Horner with Jason Kipnis coming to the plate. There is a small chance that you walk the hitter here to get to the pitcher, is what I would do. I would force the hand. I think you walk in here to get to the Cubs pitcher. Regardless of what happens, I think that's especially because you pitched to Jason Kipnis last time and he hit a double. I think he's probably walked as well. But yeah, so don't know if I agree with this managerial decision to not force. Because also you'd kind of force the Cubs' hand. Because I assume they'd still be leaving Hendricks in because he's been pitching really well. So you would almost for sure get a pitch to the pitcher. 100 miles per hour for Rainey. Let's see where it goes now. 1-2 pitch. Whew. Crank down the line. It's doing it over again. Reboot. As that Canadian animated film once said, I believe. Oh, fudge. Well, high, but a strike. I'm going to get another copy. The Cubs leave 2 on and go into the bottom of the 6th with Rainey, Kendrick, and Eaton. I'm guessing someone's going to pinch hit for Rainey.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for Washington, number 16, Victor Robles.
Ball, that's out.
All right. Victor Robles is pinch hitting. He usually is the, I believe, everyday center fielder. He's very fast. He's, like I said in the previous game, he's someone who the Cubs were considering, if they were going to give up Bryant, he was one guy that they wanted, and the Nationals were like, basically said it was a non-starter, where they weren't going to give up Victor Robles because there's a good chance in the next couple seasons that he becomes real good. He's also pretty young too. Let's see how old Victor Robles is. Yeah, 22. Man, Juan Soto and Victor Robles. I mean, the Nationals already won the World Series, but if they keep Juan Soto and Victor Robles for the next, I don't even know when either one of them hits free agency, but it can't be for 3 or 4 years probably. They can easily have the best outfield in baseball. Oh, stealing! Victor Robles easily gets in there, even with a good pitch and everything. That it turns into he didn't even get a good jump. He's just fast. Like I said, there's a reason why the Cubs wanted him. And there's a reason why the Nationals said no. Oh, it's a pop fly. Hayward gets it. Oh, and then he just throws it at third. He didn't even want it. Whoa, and it's a good thing Robles wasn't going because he would have got there. I mean, the Cubs are winning. That being said, there's been some... I mean, don't get me wrong, Hayward, I think, had a good catch. But there has been a little bit of sloppy defense all around this game. Adam Eaton has grounded out twice. We could go for one of those again. Toward the left side of the field, too, to keep the runner at second. He's probably going to try and pull and elevate the ball. At least pull it, get that runner over. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ooh, strike 2, 0-2. Hendricks looking good through 5 1/3 so far. Oof, that was a great pitch. Didn't get him to strike out, but he got him to swing, and it was outside and away a little. I mean, away is outside. It was outside and a little. Might have been a strike on the height-wise, but it still was low part of the zone. So it was a good pitch. 0-2 again. God, he just keeps on. Okay, fly ball. Bodie catches this one. There was a little bit of concern on if he'd be able to catch fly balls, but he already has 2 home runs. So that was Juan Soto. Like I said, I have not the sky's the limit for Juan Soto. Oof, he lucked out on that one. And instead of tagging the runner that was running right by him, Chris Bryant throws it to first. I'm gonna go get my coffee out of the coffee thing.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Nationals, number 44, Daniel Hudson. Leading off for the Cubs.
All right, Kyle Hendricks is up. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Like I said, I was a little surprised they didn't walk Jason Kipnis earlier in the game to load the bases for 2 outs to have him come up. But they didn't, and it worked out for him as he's now the hitter to start off the 7th inning. Might call Brady here in a minute or two. Like I said, I know he tuned in for a second. It was his birthday a few days ago too. Ooh, strike 3.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
He's got a kid and a wife, so we'll see. That's me rationalizing that.
This is Brady. Leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up.
Let's just go back. I don't need him. 0-1, Chris Bryant. 0-2. The Cubs have a, I don't want to say comfortable lead, but an okay lead. And, it does help that Kyle Hendricks is throwing a pretty good game.
The first base
Still hopefully has about another inning left.
Rizzo.
Because I think he's somewhere on 80 pitches, 80-something. So he should have one, possibly two more innings, depending on the pitch count. And or if the Cubs take a bigger lead here. Strike one. Yeah, if the Cubs score a couple more runs, I'm guessing they'll be more likely to take him out. Or if his next at bat, if there are runners on base, there's a good chance there too. Actually, that about would be my guess. Would be to have that happen. If I had to guess. And this is if just things are going similar to how they're going. If you pitch the 7th and the 8th, and as long as the Cubs didn't score any more runs, and then in the 9th would be around when his spot would come up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then they would probably pinch hit for him and bring in somebody else. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oof. And then the other question is would the pinch hitter... Who do you think the pinch hitter is going to be? Is it going to be Javi Baez, or is it going to be like Victor Caratini? Strike 3 to Anthony Rizzo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
The traditional 7th inning stretch. Please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch. Eric Thames is up. I'm not drunk.
Leading up
promise.
for the National.
I'm drinking coffee. It's the middle of the day.
Eric.
I don't drink during... This is too early for me to drink. Because I don't understand how people are able... I will fall asleep. I can only drink at night because after I drink, I get hungry or sleepy. So I'll eat a bunch and then I need to go to sleep. Unless it's maybe like a drink. I could have like a Bloody Mary right now. But a Bloody Mary has vitamins in it. You know? Oof. 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 Strike 3, Kyle Hendricks. He's thrown. He's already been throwing a lot of strikes, but I think he wants to keep pitching. I think he's going to say, I'm going to try and make him try and hit the ball. He wants to stay in to maybe finish out this game. That might have been the 3rd time Thames has struck out, too. Which is, I don't know if the Golden Sombrero is 3 or 4 strikeouts. 4 times. So he hasn't gotten the Golden Sombrero yet. But he could. Ooh, hit hard in the gap. Gonna maybe be a ground. Nope, it's gonna be a... Is it gonna be a double? It's gonna be close. Oh, yeah. Hap doesn't have the best arm. My biggest gripe with him has been his arm isn't very strong in center. I would like the Cubs to have and Almora, I don't know. Almora's good, but also, I don't know. They need to figure out what they're doing here. And to be fair to them, they sort of seems like they've had their hands tied. But once this marquee network gets off the ground, to me, you won't have an excuse to never spend money. Because I think it's going to be like $6 a month or something. Which I'm guessing, you know, how many people are going to buy that? A lot. Because people want to watch the Cubs. So if you have the marquee network, let's say it's $6 a month. Let's say 100,000 people get it. So that's $600,000 a month, right? I think something like that. Oh, ground ball. Out number 2 at 98 pitches. You know, that's
The third baseman, number 13.
that's $6 million a year, right? Something like that.
Cabrera.
10 times 6. I don't know. It's more than that. I know that's not hard. 600,000 times 10. It'd be 6 million. So it's over $6 million a year. And that's I'm probably even messing up on that. There'll be more, yeah. And not to mention advertisers and all that business you're gonna have. Like, oh, that is unfortunate because Kyle Hendricks has pitched a pretty good game, and now a run scores, and now there's and now that he's at pitch 100, especially with the way the AI does things, they might take him out here. I think you should give him. I think he's earned the right to keep at it here for at least one more batter. I think you let him pick. There we go. There are some people warming up, but 2 outs. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know what you do now. Jason Hayward keeps throwing it to third when the runner isn't even hinting at going. That maybe should have been gotten to. Well, now I don't know what you do with Hendricks. I mean, I'm fine with leaving him in. That being said, the tying run is now at the plate. So this game went from the Cubs cruising along with a shutout to tying run at the plate. Strike 1. 0-1 to Wilmer Defoe. 316 batting average with a 458 OBP. I don't know if that was just on the year as a pinch hitter or what.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here we go. Kyle Hendricks, 1-1.
1-2.
Ooh, ball just a shade too low. Here comes the 2-1 from Kyle Hendricks. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
It would be nice if he could get out of this inning here. Like I said, I think he's earned it. Oh, okay, good. Should be caught by Ian Happ. It is caught. Woo! Green Victors is the place for me. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
your attention please.
Good job, Kyle Hendricks. I'm guessing he won't come back for the 8th. But we'll see. Because the pitcher spot's going to probably come up in the 9th. I guess this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, I guess it's questionable. Jason Hayward, like I said, one of the few times he's got a good slot in the batting order, and he has not made the case to be put there again today. 0-1. Oof. Tries to turn on one, but just barely makes contact. Oh, and a terrible pitch. The 1-2 pitch to Jason Hayward. Another, not as terrible pitch, but still pretty inside and pretty low. Strike 3 on Jason Hayward. Same as it ever was today. Par for the course for Jason today. Not looking great at the bat.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Well, Wilson Contreras is up. He's having probably the worst game that he's had all year, in that he doesn't have a hit. I mean, he's been, oof. Like I said, he's due for regression. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but his on-base percentage is still .461. His OPS is still 1.3 something, a high 1.3 something, 1.372.
Ball. 1-1.
Which is almost sad because he's either, I mean, so there's going to be a while where he probably isn't going to be doing very well because those numbers have got to drop off. But for now, let's keep it going, you know? 1-2 now is the count to the cleanup man, Wilson Contreras.
Ball.
And there is a chance
Strike out. 2-2.
that we may give him another day off tomorrow to make things more accurate as Darvish. Ooh, shit. Swings at what would have not been a strike, but he maybe's gonna. Ooh, that was really close. He almost ran it out. Decent speed for a catcher, Wilson Contreras. Or for a catcher, real good speed actually. David Bodie, remember when he hit those home runs earlier? But I believe in reality, Victor Caratini, I think, is Darvish's personal catcher. So, there is a slight chance that we will start Victor Caratini to make things more realistic. I'll have to double check on that, but I think that's true. I think for the most part that Darvish was having Caratini be his catcher. Definitely at least towards the last half of the year when Darvish was good. So, perhaps we'll continue on with that. Oof. Bodie, come on, Bodie.
Yep, that ball went out.
That ball went out. Here we go. 2-1 pitch to David Bodie, who's been knocking the ball hard. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
They're scared to pitch to him, and rightfully so, because he's went to Donger City twice today. 2 home runs, 2 home runs. Oof. Swings at it. Was maybe ball 4. He's getting greedy. David Bodie says, I might not ever have it. The chance to hit 3 home runs in a game is rare. So maybe he doesn't want to walk. He wants to strike out or hit a home run. Or to maybe hit a single up the middle. That works too. Nicely done, Bodie. And Bodie is on base. Bodie is on base. There were too many B's there. Now Ian Happ is up. Like I said, I haven't been his defense in center field
Ball 1.
is frustrating
Count 1-0.
because there's been times where his throws have not they don't come in very fast from the outfield. Even when they're accurate, it seems like they're taking too long. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Right. Maybe I'll start putting them at second. Especially, depending on what Kipnis and Horner start doing, maybe I'll do that and have Almora start in center.
Count is 1 and 2.
It'd be nice to have Almora starting to do better again. Oof. Makes contact, but foul. Almora is one of those people that I'm rooting for to have a comeback here. I'd like for him to be an everyday player. I like his defense. Seems like a nice guy.
That's in.
Barely inside. Good eye, I guess. But gets lucky that was a coin flip of a call of where that was going to go to. 2-2 pitch to Ian Happ. And he knocks a foul again. He's hanging in there. It'll be interesting to see who the Cubs have pitch in the 8th inning. I would want Rowan Wick I'm guessing it might be Ryan Tepera, and Ian Happ pops it up. So yeah, if they don't leave in Hendricks, who I don't think they will, as his past the century mark, and also it's still the order is turning around to 1, 2, 3. So I think you probably are going to be seeing a new pitcher here.
Your attention, please.
Kyle Ryan.
Now pitching for Chicago.
All right, he's done
Number
okay.
56.
Yeah, I mean those are all
Kyle
good numbers.
Ryan.
1-0, 4 innings, 2 ERA. I'm guessing the 4-1 is strikeout to K ratio.
Leading off
Yeah,
for Washington,
and Kimbrel and
the
Winkler are in
second
the bullpen,
Howie.
warming up. Howie Kendrick is up. Let's see if old Kyle Ryan can get through the top of the lineup here. All right, ground out. Golly. The shortstops certainly take their time on routine ground balls in this
The
game.
center fielder.
Kyle Hendricks, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, 100. Those are just really good numbers. He didn't walk. That's exactly 1 whip, 1 for his whip. Has 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, which will bring his strikeout numbers up a little.
That's a ball.
But yeah, Kyle Hendricks
Ball 1, no strike.
is one of those players where he's it's so valuable in that he's underrated, in that he almost always pitches a game that leaves your team with the possibility to win, even if you don't already have the lead. He has very few really bad games. I feel like he's if he can start getting deeper and deeper into games. I think he had 1 or 2 complete games last year. He had a Maddox last year. Ooh, nice little line drive ground ball hybrid there. It landed a little bit wrong, but Rizzo puts it away. Up next, Juan Soto. Like I said, I fear him more than any other hitter on the Nationals team. And he pops it up to center fielder Ian Happ, and Ian Happ has it. Not haphazard, Happ has it. Horner, Kipnis, and Ryan are on deck. I'm guessing a pinch hitter will be coming in, probably Javier Baez or Victor Caratini. Who knows? We'll see.
Now pitching for
Here we go, Sean Doolittle.
Number
I'm glad they
63.
brought him in because I'm hoping this will help them not use him, as he's one of their best relief pitchers that the Nationals have. So if they use him here, he's less likely to play next game when Max Scherzer is pitching. If they can get to Max Scherzer and get him out of the game, which who knows. Right up the middle, a hit right off the bat for Nico Horner. Nicely done, Nico. Is Nico going to try and steal again? That's what I want to know. I guess now, theoretically, well, I guess it's Jason Kipnis is up. Yeah, I don't know what you do here as the Cubs. We'll see here. You could try and steal again. I don't know. I won't question anything here. Strike. And then even if Kipnis gets out, whether it be strikeout or pop out, I don't know if you... I'm assuming you'd pinch hit. It's the 9th inning. But you could always bunt over the runner, too. If you wanted to keep Kyle in. Ooh! Because Kyle looked pretty good. It was just a couple of... I mean, he got 3 quick outs. The 1 or 2 of the balls were hit okay, I guess. But, all right.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason Kipnis, which... either Victor Caratini or Javier Baez. I'm guessing Javier Baez because he's... it says he hasn't been hitting righties, but I mean he hasn't really been hitting at all, but Sean Doolittle is left-handed at least. So Victor Caratini is a switch hitter, so he would probably approach from the right as well, but I'm guessing Javier Baez would be the one to pinch hit. Strike 3. We'll see what they decide to do here. Like I said, Javier Baez would be where my money would be put in.
Kyle Ryan.
Wow, they're gonna let Kyle Ryan hit? which I'm assuming just means they're going to bunt him. And then if you don't,
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay,
your attention,
they announced his
please.
name, but yep, here comes Javier Baez. That makes way more sense. Those numbers aren't great.
Baez.
Aside from the modest home run total so far, everything else doesn't look too good. And the RBI, I guess, good. But, oh, a pitch out. They're thinking he might try and steal. And hell, Javier Baez might swing. If there was anyone who would maybe accidentally swing at a pitch out, it would be Javier Baez. I mean, not accidentally. He'd be trying to hit a home run. But I could see that happening. Ooh, and high and inside this time. Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Yeah. Ooh. Trying to keep him honest at first. Throws it over. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Oh, and he steals! Nico Horner, 2 for 2 on steals today. Hell, kid, you keep hitting singles and stealing second. You can fucking... I'll start you more often. He might, yeah. Strike 2. He may be... I don't want to... I don't know where I'm going to put him, though. Fuck. Yeah, I need to take a look and see where everyone's eligible for it. Ooh! Baez rips down the line. Because Kipnis did have another double today. Bodie had 2 home runs in the outfield. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. On deck is Chris Bryant, batting .329 with 2 home runs and 10 RBI on the year, with 1 out here. Presumably he'll get up to bat here at minimums with the runner on second. There's no force anywhere. The double play is somewhat minimalized. And in the gap, are they gonna send him here and put the pressure on? No. That might have gotten there. That looks like, oh no, that was a perfect throw. They would have gotten him out. At first I thought it was going to be high. Yeah, it's probably smart they didn't send him there. Chris Bryant's up. Chris Bryant is up now. So let's see where this goes. Sorry, when I'm not talking, I'm actually more into what's happening. Because yeah, this could be the insurance that the Cubs definitely need. Technically, it would be a save opportunity right now, so Dan Winkler would for sure probably come in, even though he pitched last game. If not, Craig Kimbrell or Rowan Wick. I'd like Rowan. Like I said, I like Rowan Wick more than I like Craig Kimbrell. There's a small chance I might adjust. I mean, I'm not going to take out Winkler as the closer. But you can change through the roster who it says who is who for where. If Winkler started to falter, I would put Kimbrell or Wick back up as the setup and closer. I don't know. Like I said, I think Winkler is listed as the closer, and I don't understand why. It might just do an overall rating, but even then, I find it hard to believe Kimbrell doesn't have the best rating for the closers. All right, it's caught. Are they going to send him? They don't. I would have maybe sent him there. That would have been close. I think you try and put the pressure on there. Yeah, I don't know. I think you would have at least... Sometimes the runner will do a fake steal. Or they'll kind of see if the throw would be close or just go crazy. But Anthony Rizzo's up. Little lefty on lefty action. And it's a ground ball to end the inning. Ooh, they almost messed it up. So yeah, into the ninth we go. Thames, Suzuki, Castro. I'm assuming Dan Winkler will be coming in to try and save this one. But we'll see.
Your attention, please.
It is Dan Winkler, who's 9 for 9 in save opportunities with 8 innings pitched. A 2.25 ERA, 11-3 K ratio, K to walk ratio, I believe is what that is. I can't see it for sure. Yeah. So Eric Thames is 1 for 3 on the day. Oh, I thought he struck out 3 times. He is not. He's only struck out twice, I think. Oof. Makes contact, but a little weak. And out. All right. And here comes 0-2 to Thames. That's the kind of count I like to see. Strike 3. I like that count even better. It's an 0-3 or a 0-0 after a strikeout that the Cubs give to a player to there. I'm getting too wordy. Look at that. Dan Winkler leading the league in saves. Kirby Yates and I don't know who was in second, but it looks like it was a tie. And Kirby Yates and Kenley Jansen, who are two names that you would expect to see up there, are in a tie for either second and or third.
Ball.
As they both had 7. I think whoever was second also had 7, maybe, or
2 balls, no strike.
8. All right, Winkler's having a little bit of control issues his first 2. Or maybe that's exactly what he's planning to do. I don't know. So far, he's been, like I said, perfect. I guess I'm going to say 9 for 9, so he's been perfect in save opportunities. I believe he was released from the Braves, and the Cubs picked him up. But I think his numbers have been pretty good. I looked at one of the recent games, I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty good. All right, 2-2, I believe. Here goes the 2-2 pitch to Suzuki. Ooh, curve kind of drops off. Starling Castro on deck. Like I said, wanting to probably get revenge on his former team, the team he grew up with. Strike 3! Nicely done, Winkler. Hey!
Now batting, the shortstop, Starling Castro.
Nice cutter. It looked like I didn't look like he's got much heat. That's the other thing is, I don't think Winkler throws that hard, so it's interesting to see a closer who doesn't throw real hard. Like I think he throws 90, mid 90s maybe, low mid 90s. Let's see here, 94. So I mean it's not slow, but nowadays bullpen guys, if they haven't like established themselves for a long amount of time, usually throw real hard.
Nope, that's the ball.
Or have a crazy breaking ball or something, like a crazy slider.
Nope, that's down. Ball 3.
Ball 3. 3-1 to Starlin Castro. You don't want to walk anyone in this situation. Strike 2. Oh man. Castro wants I don't know what it's in his going through his virtual brain, but I'm guessing he wants revenge off of the team that traded him away and robbed him of a World Series championship. And he hits it okay, but brought in by Ian Happ. And that's the game. Winkler now a perfect 10 for 10 in save opportunities. Kyle Hendricks throws a pretty darn good game. 7 innings of 1-run ball. You can't ask, I mean, you could ask more, but it's still real good. Rigged. I don't play the game. I might start playing other games on Twitching, because they have a classic mode where you're able to play, like, it looks like old RBI baseball. That I might start playing some, as those games will be, like, very quick, especially if I'm playing them. Those games will be, like, 20 or 30 minutes. So I might start doing that for fun, to see if anyone watches that. But, yeah. So, I don't have show 19.
Here now is our
I specifically bought 20
for
this.
4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.
I have like the last show I have is maybe 2015 that I bought at a Red Box. Oh, it was free. I didn't know that. Yeah, the last one I bought was 15. I think, because it was like at a Red Box for like $8 or something like that, where I was like, okay, I'll do it. But Player of the game, David Bodie, who did I sub him in? I think I put him in the outfield. I don't know if he was already in there, but I don't know if he was. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 RBI, 2 runs. Nico Horner was 3 for 4 with a run and 2 steals. Let us not forget that. That's not listed in that stat line. That's obvious, but still it's good. Anthony Rizzo 1 for 5 with a homer. So even though he only had 1 hit, it was a good one with an RBI and a run, obviously, from the home run. Jason Kipnis was 1 for 3 with a double. The winning pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits given up, 7 strikeouts. Lucky number 7s. 1 run, no walks. Very good game. Joe Ross is the loser. 6 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 hits. And Dave Winkler, 2 strikeouts with the save. You can look at the Washington at their stats. They lost. Victor Robles 1 for 1. Asdrubal Cabrera 1 for 3. Starlin Castro 1 for 4. Kazuki 1 for 4 with a double. Yeah, let's take a look at tomorrow's game real quick here, as I'm pretty excited for tomorrow's game. As excited as I can probably get for fake baseball, because it's going to be 2 very good pitchers against each other. So you can't see it, or well, because I'm my things on top of it. But Yu Darvish, who's 3-0 with 23 innings pitched and a 3.42 ERA, is going to play Max Scherzer, who's 2-1 with 24.2 innings pitched with 28 strikeouts and a bad ERA. But like I said, he's won the Cy Young multiple times. I don't know if Yu Darvish ever won the Cy Young in the American League, but I know he had a couple years where he was pretty close and finished in the top, 5 or so. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll be posting this on YouTube. You can check that out at The Terrible Life of Terry is the YouTube channel. I've got this on there. I've got my cartoon that's like Dog Pirates on there. I've got episodes of my Terrible Life of Terry, which I haven't made a new episode of that in forever. But go check that out if you like this. Thanks. Goodbye.